Working for your money this afternoon, the sky-high cost of having and raising a child. We talk about it a lot here on The Fourth, the price of daycare, education, sports, not to mention the normal stuff like food and clothing, but there's a way to do parenting well when it comes to the money side of things.
Yes, and Nick Foulks with Great Waters Financial is here to help us unpack some of this, so welcome back. Good to see you.
Oh, always a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's start with the million-dollar question of why is it so expensive to raise a kid these days?
Well, if you really think about it, you're just multiplying the cost of everything. Like you said, food, clothing, housing, and then you start to add in sports and activities, extracurriculars. You multiply the kids and it just gets more and more expensive.
How can parents budget better for those expenses? I mean, maybe even going back to before the baby's born, I imagine?
Yeah, so a realistic check on what's the cost. On average right now, if you think about it, over the lifetime of a child, it's about $300,000 to raise a child. That's at the age of 18, not to include college. So what do we have to do? We have to think about what are all the expenses that are going to be included, what are the things that are must-haves, right? We're going to have some type of childcare situation likely at some point. We're going to have those sporting activities. We're going to have increase in our budget for food and expenses. So just really running the numbers ahead of time can be helpful to gain context.
What do you recommend for organizing all of that? Is there like a spreadsheet method, or you just got to start saving where you can?
Well, you want to start saving where you can, but think about creating a budget, a realistic budget, and putting that in place and starting to roadmap. Okay, what does life cost us right now? What would life cost if we're adding additions in? You can do your research ahead of time and start thinking about what are some of the unique ways that we could handle things like childcare perhaps when it comes to the future.
Yeah, I know states like Minnesota, childcare is up there, so
Yes.
it might be a different expense in different states, so something more to even think about here. Once their kids are starting to get older, you want to teach them the ways so that they can set themselves up for the future. So how can parents set their kids up for financial success?
Well, the first thing is education, right? So making sure that they have a good understanding of how finances work, what money really means. And money is also the exchange of time. It's the exchange of energy and value. So teaching them what are they willing to trade for that money as well, and then saving. My son has his lawn mowing business. One of the things that he wanted to do right away was start saving, putting that money away, and giving them a greater yes so that they can say to no to things now and have that compounding interest over time for themselves.
You had a couple ideas potentially for saving money as parents, or things to think about for stretching the budget.
Yes, so one of the first things that you can think about is, are there unique ways to get outside of the box for things like childcare, as an example? What about maybe some type of babysitting exchange with some of your friends for date nights? You watch their kid one week, they watch your kid one week, or maybe you can look for an in-home daycare option. That can be often less expensive because on average right now in Minnesota, it is $1,300 a month for a newborn to be in a daycare center. Another option is to start thinking through the meal plans. Right, just like a school has that lunch calendar that you have every month, and like half of it's chicken patties, but that's okay because we all love them when we're young. But you can think through what are the meal opportunities, how could you organize that for your family? With things like Instacart today, where you could literally roadmap the meal for yourself, you can really get a great pulse on how much you're spending every single month. That's another great option. And then save early as possible.
And that might feel far-fetched for some parents to start thinking about college if they're holding an infant, but as early as that age?
Oh, I started my 529 plans as soon as my kids were born. I have 4 of them, so as you can imagine, I'm poor, but that's not the point. But I started saving as soon as possible because that time, putting that money away and letting it work for them over that 18 years is huge. If you have a child today with college with an average cost of $24,000 for an in-state and $55,000 for private, imagine what that might be in the future. There's no better time than to start right now.
I don't know if they want to.
I know, we have to run, but tell us how people can find you if they want to work with you.
You can check out our website, greatwatersfinancial.com, or follow us on social media as well.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nick.